What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Darien Lake update video. It's been quite a while since I've done one of these, and I'm going to do one last update before the park reopens this weekend. I was actually fortunate enough to get out to the park this past weekend to check out what's been going on site, and Mark was able to get out there as well with me to get some drone shots of the park. I'll be sharing some of those clips today, and I even did a little bit of vlogging that I'll put in the video probably at some point. I saw some neat things that I've never really seen before because I've never actually really walked around the park to get photos or video or something, so it was a really interesting experience for me. But nonetheless, I am really excited to share some of the news updates that I have with you and some more information about the park's reopening and what we can expect on how the reopening will go over. And at the end of the video, I will share my long-awaited Predator update and what we could possibly be seeing with that ride for this season and the seasons to come. But before we hop into the update, make sure to do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out, and it's free, so why not just do it? Also, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I post content weekly, and I have tons of awesome content planned for the season with Darien Lake, some of the other Western New York parks, and a ton of other parks. You won't want to miss any of it, so just make sure to hit that subscribe button, and you'll be good to go. But with all that being said, let's hop into our first topic of discussion, which is the park's reopening and some of the things they've been doing to prepare for this. So since our last update, we thought the park was going to be opening May 21st, which it still will be to the public, but it will be opening May 15th and 16th for pass holder and membership preview weekend. As of now, I do plan on attending Saturday, May 15th, and I'm hoping to get out there May 16th, but I can't make any guarantees. But if you see me at the park, make sure to say hi. The park will be open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. for those 2 days, so that should give us plenty of time to experience the park again. The park will be opening on Friday nights from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. until the summer season kicks in at the end of June. The park will be open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. on May 22nd and May 23rd, but after that, the park will be open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. on weekends. As of now, it looks like the summer hours will be 11 to 7 on the weekdays and 11 to 9 on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. The water park will open for the season May 29th, and their operating hours will be 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. The park will also be open on Memorial Day from 11 to 7, and the park will also be having Fright Fest as of now, but it's only scheduled to be open on Fridays and Saturdays. We'll see if that changes later on in the season, so I wouldn't really buy into it too much right now, but stay tuned. Also, the park is supposed to be opening at 33% capacity, but that could be changing. The governor has gotten rid of most capacity restrictions for most businesses in the state right now, and I'm not sure if that includes amusement parks, but it is very likely that capacity restrictions will be reduced by the end of the season, so definitely stay tuned for that. And if you already know some of this information, make sure to leave me a comment down below, because I wasn't able to find any confirmation on what capacity limits the parks would have after these restrictions were loosened by the governor. Lastly, I will be showing some clips of what the park looks like a week prior to reopening, so stay tuned for that. I'll be putting those at the end of the video. Moving on to our next topic of discussion, we have the removal of Grizzly Run. At the end of last month, Darien Lake tweeted that they will be decommissioning Grizzly Run as they make way for future technological advances, as well as action-packed thrill additions. They also mentioned something about turning their entire property into the Northeast's best regional vacation destination, so that's kind of interesting that they chose to say that. But the bigger thing is here, they will be removing Grizzly Run. I'm expecting it to just kind of sit out the 2021 season. Six Flags will be leaving some rides, so I guess they won't really be touching this for a while. I don't really know what they're going to do. Maybe they'll fill in the area, but I can't imagine they're going to do too much until they actually decide to put something new in here. Of course, that'd be a few years down the road with 2022 already being locked up, so at the earliest we could see something going here in 2023, which would be a little disappointing. But Grizzly Run wasn't one of the major rides in the park. Well, some people could argue that because it always had long lines, but in my opinion, it wasn't really that big of a deal. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what will happen with this ride. They also did remove it from the 2021 park map, along with another ride that I'll be getting to in a minute. But we have suspected that Grizzly Run would get removed for a while now. Make sure to go check out the video I did on that back in January, and some of the things I think could possibly replace Grizzly Run a little ways down the road. I'd also like to give a shout out to Air Looper and some of the other people who pushed the park to give an official statement on what will be going on with Grizzly Run for this season. On to our next topic, we have the topic of the giant wheel being removed from the 2021 park map. Darien Lake just released their 2021 park map and the giant wheel was not on it. Another thing some people have been noticing, including myself when I got the chance to go out to the park the other day, is that there are no gondolas on the giant wheel just a few days prior to opening. These two factors have led many of us to believe that the giant wheel will not be opening for this season. Now, for those of you who are curious, giant wheel still is on the park's website as of now, so I think there's less of a case for the ride's removal than Grizzly Run had. However, one factor that could make the giant wheel a likely removal prospect is its age and its poor condition that it's in. The giant wheel has needed an overhaul for a while now, and maybe they're going to do it, but maybe they're just going to say that it's not really worth it to keep the wheel running and the maintenance costs are just too high and the cost to overhaul it would be too high, and just decide to give it the axe. Now, I think this is still definitely up in the air and it could go either way for next season, but I don't really see it opening, at least early this season. Moving on to our next topic quickly is Wahoo Wave. I don't have a whole lot to say about Wahoo Wave. They haven't really done anything to it since our last update. It's still just sitting out there. I don't really expect to see much construction going on until later this season, or possibly not even until the off season this coming season. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. Now on to the main course of this video for a lot of you. Let's talk about GCI Titan Track Predator. When I last talked about this in February, everyone was still kind of confused on what will actually be happening with Predator, and we're still kind of confused to this day. Now there is a theory I will share with you guys that could clear everything up and explain why Predator hasn't gotten any Titan Track yet or had any work done on it. And that is that GCI has not been able to come into New York due to the very strict construction restrictions that New York has had this past year. So that would explain why they would not be able to put the Titan Track on Predator for this upcoming season. That is actually what GCI said as well in response to the question of it being delayed, so it's very likely that this is the case. However, a representative from Darien Lake actually said that this interview was false and the PR team was looking into seeing if they could get that information off of the internet, but it still remains on the internet today. So we still don't really know what's going on with Predator. However, it's safe to assume that Predator will be operating as normal or just be closed with no Titan Track on it to start the 2021 season. But beyond that, I don't really know too much at this point. But once we are able to get back into the park, I'll definitely check for any signs of GCI Titan Track Predator. So definitely stay tuned for that. Now I'm going to roll some of the shorter clips that I said I'd show you guys earlier in the video. So let's roll them. What is up, everybody? Today we are at Six Flags Darien Lake, but the park is not open and it won't be open for another 6 days. And we're just checking out to see what's happening. We got some geese in the lake, I guess you said. It's more a pond, really. But yeah, it's really loud. There's a lot of cars behind you. You can see the Ferris wheel too. I can zoom in for you guys. Has no gondolas on it. It was removed from the 2021 park map, so I'm not really expecting this ride to be open this year. I've heard rumors that it could be closing permanently. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I guess we'll have to see how that goes. And over here, you can kind of see, I think this is the supports for Wahoo Wave right over here. Yeah, that should be the supports for Wahoo Wave. Apparently, let me zoom out a little bit. Right here is like gonna be the future site. They dug out some gravel and stuff. I'm not really sure what they're gonna do. Probably have to expand the water park and stuff. I think this is a support structure over here. I don't think that's Titan track, but maybe if we get a good aerial view, we'll be able to tell. Yeah, this is the famous straight section of Ride of Steel right here. It's perfectly straight. It's actually a really cool design. I think they drained the lake pond, whatever you want to call it, to get this built. So yeah, it's cool. This is actually the entryway into the first helix, I believe. Yes, this is the first helix over here. Pretty cool stuff. You can actually get really close to the ride. I obviously can't go over there because of that, but yeah, I think this is really cool. One of the other things I actually have liked about Six Flags' purchase of Darien Lake is how they give us this really nice sign over here. I'll get up a little closer to it, but yeah, it's really nice. I like the little Six Flags things here. They give us the nice new logo, the nice Six Flags logo. I'll walk around the little pathway here. I never really knew they had a pathway over here. I think this probably be for some sort of employee or maintenance thing, but yeah, this is really interesting, guys. This looks really cool over here. Ride of Steel's helixes are huge. You couldn't tell from some of the aero shots I posted with Mark, but yeah, they have the due to the 6 signs up. There's a lot of safety sort of precautions, but yeah, interesting stuff. And they have the advertisement for the exclusive event. Season passes are only $50 this year, so yeah, as you see right here. So that's I'm gonna try to cross the Six Flags chain with the financial struggles they've had to go through and other things of that nature. But yeah, so if you're considering buying a season pass, definitely take a hard look at it. And $50 is not that much for season pass. It's pretty much the same price as a day ticket at this point. It's even cheaper than a ticket at the booth would be. But yeah, so also it does say reservation only. Yeah, there you go, you can see it. So I don't think they're gonna be taking any walk-ups this year, but that's to be expected. So yeah, see you guys later. One thing I gotta say is Ride of Steel is a very beautiful coaster. This is the second airtime hill. My personal favorite moment on the whole ride. This gives some really nice airtime as you come over it. It gives you a little bit of floater, and then when you go down it turns into ejector, which you wouldn't really think because the shaping of the hill is kind of weird, but you have so much speed from that straight section. It's really cool. This massive hill doesn't really do much, but when it's really hauling, it can give some decent airtime in like 90-degree weather. And then obviously you have the big hill over here, and that's really sweet. But I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed those clips. I'll definitely have much more coverage of the park coming within the next couple of weeks. So you guys can get ready for that. Now to conclude, I am very excited to get back to my home park, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are excited to get back to the park as well. I'll definitely make a community post or some sort of Instagram post stating when I'll be at the park this weekend, so you guys will know. But beyond that, let's just get excited and get ready to have a fun time. And let's just get excited that the park's going to be reopening soon. So that is all I have for you guys today. For those of you that are still watching, I appreciate you for making it this point in the video. Make sure to give this video a big old thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Make sure to leave any questions or comments on Darien Lake's reopening down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them to the best of my knowledge. But guys, with all that being said, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.